Hey guys, today we'll be making quick and easy pork and mushroom rice. Um, yep, this is just normal belly pork. It's frozen. It could be defrosted. So right now we're cutting it into thumb-sized chunks. And as you can see, I'm cutting. I'm not chopping. I'm cutting. So it'll be a push forward and down. If I wanted to chop, I would use a cleaver. So as you see, I'm trying to chop it with a knife, and it's just hard, and that's when accidents happen. So we're cutting, not chopping, we're cutting. So we're sticking these in the cast iron pot. That's to the side. Then we're quickly moving on to cutting an onion. I've changed the board, washed my hands, I even changed the knife. So a lot of time it is a struggle to cut through onions if you have a dull knife. So what we did, we poked and we rolled just to cut the tops off. Then we're going to quickly take the skin off. You could use a knife with a scraping motion to get that off if you don't have nails. Chop in half. You want flat surfaces, it makes it easier to cut. Like I said, we're cutting, we're not chopping, we're cutting. So boom, down, forward. Go stick that in the pot with our pork. Now we're going moving on to the mushrooms. Now this is how I normally cut mushrooms, but I wouldn't advise this because if you have a decent knife, you will cut your thumb. So don't do this. I'm doing it to show you what not to do. So there we go. We're going to chop the stem off, make it flat, and then we're going to cut. Don't need to go this fast. See, I'm showing you. If you have a decent knife and you use your fingernail as a guide for going down, you will scrape your nail. So what you want to do is use the flat end, flat side of the knife, and the top and guide on your finger, and then boom, slice, cut away from your finger. Don't cut into your finger, cut away from your finger. Because if you have a semi-decent knife, you will scrape your nail, you'll cut your nail, and you don't want nail in your food. Right now we're adding some salt to our mushrooms to draw out just mushroom liquid, I guess. I found this out ages ago when I put some mushrooms, put some salt, and I put them in the fridge, and I came back and there was a brown liquid. So I'm mashing it up with my fingers. I'm gonna leave it to the side, and I find adding this stuff to rice or a white sauce just gives it that brownish colour, and it just tastes way more mushroomy. I don't know why it works, I don't know how it works, but it just does. So if you want your mushroom rice or your mushroom sauces to just taste better, taste more mushroomy, then give this a go. And if it works, let me know, and if it doesn't, you know. So yeah, we're just slowly mulching out. This is our mortar pestle. this is where we're gonna make our sauce. This is I don't want to say staple. It's a good start. Like you could do a lot of this combo. So what we got? We got cooking wine. We got soy sauce and sugar. See, we got our wine and just like a sour sort of taste, and then you got a salty soy sauce, and then you got a sweet sugar. And with these three, you can add more sugar, add more wine, add more soy sauce, depending on what sort of sauce you want to make. If you want to make a thick, sticky sauce, you would add more sugar. If you want more runny sauce, you could add more soy sauce. But and a good way of thickening these things would be cornstarch, or you could use some flour. Add a small bit of flour with a small bit of vinegar. You could also put some of the cooking wine in some batter. There's loads and loads of things you could do with these three as a combo. You could put. Right now, I'm going to put some ginger in, but you could put onions. You could put garlic. You could cook the sauce in its own separate pot and leave it on the side, and just cook your pork separate. Fry it on different sides, and then put it in the pot. Which would have been better, but I'm trying to make it as quick and easy and fast. So right now we're stirring, which is pointless. There's no need to stir. And then with a mortar and pestle, you want to grind. You want to push down, grind. If you wanted to stir, you should have just put it in a bowl or a spoon. Mortar and pestle is there to grind things up. This is a cast iron pot. It's got our onions and our pork and our sauce. So you'd think that you need more sauce or whatever, but because our pork is frozen and a lot of meats nowadays have so much water in, that'll be fine. If anything, this is going to be quite watery. So I stuck this in the oven at gas mark 5 for an hour and a bit. But in an ideal world, you would cook it low and slow. There we go, see that liquid, that mushroom liquid? That's what we want. We're going to add that to our rice, which we cooked the day before from meal yesterday. But you have to be really careful with rice. Why? Try and be careful with rice. I don't cook, you can leave rice in the fridge covered. I only leave for a day. If it's more than a day old, I don't eat it. But whenever you have pre-cooked rice and you're reheating it, you have to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Because you get seriously ill. So as we stirring it up, and we're gonna stick this in a tub, stick it in the microwave, and I put it in for 6 minutes, just to make sure it's thoroughly cooked. But to be safe than sorry, it might be a little bit dry or whatever, but you could just add water. Just add a little bit of water while you're cooking it, and you'll be fine. Then I'm put it in our tub, and that's it. We're done. So in all, it could take 10 minutes prep most. That's it, done. Have a little taste test, make sure it's fine.